Hey there, Todd Whatley, certified double law attorney with Generations Legal Group. All right, we are continuing to ask and answer questions. Today is question number 19. 19 is, what is the Medicaid asset limit in Arkansas? Okay, seems like a pretty straightforward answer, but there's, as with anything with Medicaid, there are substantial caveats and things. So let me try to answer this quickly. So the countable asset limit is $2,000. Okay. So a lot of things in there. Countable. What does that mean? So there are some assets in Arkansas that are not countable. It's a pretty short list of the major things. There's a few other things on this list. We won't go into those because they're so rare. The big four are your home. Anything that's in your home, in your garage, in your attic, whatever, personal stuff doesn't count. One vehicle, and it can be the most expensive vehicle or the vehicle with the most equity in it, and irrevocable funeral plan. So if you've done a funeral plan, make sure that it's irrevocable, so that anywhere from $2,000 to $15,000 that you pay for that is not countable. So home, anything in your home, one vehicle, and prepaid burial. All right. Now, if you do much Google research on this, you're like, oh, Todd, you forgot something. You forgot IRAs. Well, in some states, IRAs are not countable. Okay. Either the person in the nursing home, their IRA doesn't count, or the spouse that is not in the nursing home, their IRA may not count. But that is not the case in Arkansas. In Arkansas, IRAs are countable. We've tried to get them to not be countable, went all the way to the Arkansas Supreme Court and got shot down. Okay, so your IRAs are countable, and therefore when you're calculating your assets, if it's anything not of those four, it is countable. So that is investment, savings, other real estate that is not your home. And let me just say real quick, your home includes any land that's attached to it, even if it was purchased later on. So if you bought your house or farm or whatever, and someone next door wanted to sell and you bought it, as long as it is touching your home property, it becomes a non-countable resource. And let me just throw out a quick caveat. Again, I am not giving specific legal advice. This is for general information purposes only, but if you think this is the case, you definitely need to call the office and get this directly. Let us look at the deed and figure out. But I would tell you, one other non-countable asset is jointly owned real estate that is owned as joint owners with rights of survivorship. I don't know why they make that distinction, but if you do own other real estate that is not your home and it is joint owners with rights of survivorship, then for some reason that is a non-countable asset. So if you do own real estate that is not your home with someone else, we can surprisingly make it joint owners with rights of survivorship, and it then suddenly becomes a non-countable asset. Again, that is not specific legal advice. That is something that just tuck that away as something that we may use, but you definitely need to get the advice of an attorney who truly does understand Medicaid and the intricacies of those rules. All right. So everything else gets counted. Okay. Any other vehicle that is not your one car, so any boat, trailer, anything like that with a title is going to be countable. Any other bank accounts, investment accounts, IRAs, all of those things are countable, and you will not qualify until you're under $2,000. Now, with a married couple, that $2,000 applies to the spouse going into the nursing home. That does not apply to all of the assets owned by both spouses. And that gets confused sometimes. People, even nursing homes, sometimes like, oh, you as a couple have more than $2,000, so therefore you're disqualified. That is not the case. Okay. And I'll do a video on married Medicaid. It's very convoluted. But if you are paying privately for a nursing home, you definitely need to give us a call, 479-601-4119. Give us a call and let us look at your situation and see if we can get you qualified. And I can almost guarantee you that we can by rearranging assets and using the Medicaid rules for your benefit. So hopefully that answered your question. The question again was, what is the Medicaid asset limit in Arkansas? The short answer is $2,000, but there's a lot of caveats to that. So if you have further questions, please give us a call, 479-601-4119, or go to our website, generationslegalgroup.com. There's a lot of information there, and you can schedule an appointment. Okay, thanks. See you next time.